All right. Shalom, shalom, and shalom, Sister Deborah, prophetess in the wilderness. And you know what? That's all right with me. Coming again on this Deborah platform with another message. And I will say this is a lovely afternoon in which the Most High Yah has made, and I, Sister Deborah, shall and I will rest therein. Just coming with a short message, being so I had the time, and I just uploaded a wonderful video onto my Facebook. And I said, you know what, I'm going to cover some of this here information as well. Um, I want you to kind of understand something regarding the end game. There is a end game, you guys. Whether you understand it, or whether you know it, or whether you can behold it, it doesn't matter. It's something that the Father has already orchestrated, and it is finished. And I say unto you, uh, 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 mm, 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 mm. So I say unto you that I was just reading over something. I say unto you that as I was on Facebook and just was going over Revelation chapter 7 to them, with them again, I end up kind of tapping in onto Revelation 9 and realizing that I could even tap in on some of Revelation chapter 14. And as I was speaking to them regarding Revelation chapter 7, the Spirit says that Revelation itself is going like this. He's coming from all ends, in which I would see that Revelation 7, when the wind, that's those waves and those tornadoes, those hurricanes and those earthquakes, all that stuff taking place at this one time. We just heard that last month and this month. We heard of those things. Look at how many lives that were lost. And I'm going to tell you something. The big thing in this is to recognize how many lives were lost and no one could care. There was no feeling. There was no uh, word expound or mention to the point where people can really feel this thing. Because the will of the Father is not going to be felt. Okay. That's how it was in the days of Noah. Things that was going on, they really didn't feel that thing. That's why they didn't come and pay attention to Noah, because they couldn't feel that thing. And that thing wasn't feeling them. It was ready to end their lives as they knew it. So the reason why they couldn't feel Noah is because Yah wasn't feeling them. So this is where we at today. When you see the light is being spoken of, and spirit and truth is being spoken of, but that individual who's speaking it and the words that's being spoken is ignored. It's because it's not created that one really see it for what it really is and understand it as light, as spirit and truth. They are not going to. That's why the days of Noah, that's why no one, because already in Yah was already sealed Noah, his family, and animals. How about that? How about that? The Father had sealed Noah, his wife, children, and their wives, and who else? Animals was sealed where? In the bosom of the Father. To come out of what? The flood. Isn't that deep? Animals came out and human flesh cease. in the flood were destroyed. This is a part of the Creator, the Most High, a higher, that no one will respect the power that rests therein. It is fully denied at all times, even to today. As I look back over in the days of Noah and just read about the days of Noah and the days of Lot, same way in the book of Lot, those men weren't going to stop practicing that lifestyle. Look at what you see today. Did they stop? Because he destroyed Sodom and Gomorrah? Did they stop? What do you see today? See, you all are kind of bent up and bent down on the reality of what's really taking place. And I was speaking on this on Facebook. I did a video a few minutes ago, and it dawned on me as I was speaking. He said, at any time you can pull out. And that felt good to hear the Father say, at any time you can pull out. In the sense that it's no warnings that's going to penetrate in the minds of the people, in the hearts of the people, in the spirits of the people. Either I'm in or I'm not. Praise the mighty Yah. Let me correct that so you can get it. I don't need to correct it. I need to say it in a different way. The Father said, either I'm in them, Deborah, or I am not. It is clearly seen. And I like that. Because as I was speaking about the days of Noah, not the days of Noah, I was in Revelation, speaking of what it was saying in Revelation 7, and the Spirit was telling me, I'm like this here, up and down, all up and down Revelation. Because I found things going on in Revelation that has already taken place, you guys. Then I run back to Matthew's chapter 24, and I said, wait a minute, here it is up in here. So what he's saying is, the only way you're going to know is through him, through his Spirit, what is actually taking place. So don't look for it to be your responsibility and your liability to feed spirit and truth to a bunch of dead people. You know they dead. Why are you continue to feed? Why are you continue to get onto this devil platform feeding my spirit and truth, revealing the direction to the light? This is why I'm sitting here saying it on Facebook, teaching Revelation 7, showing them who are going to be the ones that's going to be sealed. And it's trying to get them in Revelation 9 and verse 24 is telling those plagues that's coming, he's charging them. He's charging the plagues. Who got the power to do that? Who got the power to rule the plagues in that form? Revelation chapter 9, there go a plague, the fifth angel. Sound and saw a star fall from heaven unto the earth, and to him was given the keys to the bottomless pit. Who has the power to pull up with that plague? Outside of the Most High, higher. But yet he's charging the plague itself. Why would you say that, Deborah? Because when you get to that same chapter 9 of Revelation, he's saying, verse 4, and it commanded them that they should not hurt the grass of the earth, neither the green things, neither the trees, but only those men which had not the seal of God in their forehead. See, those plagues come from Yah. And they have instructions and directions. Woo. Those plagues are coming from the Most High Yah. And they have instructions and directions. Now, someone don't understand this here, but let me roll that down on you. Instructions and directions started in the Garden of Eden. When he placed man in the garden, he gave him one instruction and one direction. You see that? Here, listen to this. Revelation chapter 9. And the fifth angel sound, and I saw a star fall from heaven unto the earth. And to him was given the key to the bottomless pit. So here this angel going down here to the bottomless pit. Verse 2. And he opened the bottomless pit, and there arose a smoke out of the pit, as the smoke of a great furnace. And the sun and the air was darkened by the reason of the smoke of the pit. And there came out of the smoke locusts upon the earth, and unto them were given power. Who was given the powers? The locusts. Who gave it to them? The Most High God. Okay? As a scorpion of the earth have power to sting your tail, when the Father had given it to the locusts. Watch this here. And it was commanded. What is commandment? Instructions and directions. Watch instructions and directions, you guys. Watch it. Watch it. Here we go. Verse 4. And it was commanded them that they should not hurt the grass of the earth, neither, there go instructions, any grass, green thing, neither any tree, but only those men which have not the seal in their forehead. What is that saying? That's actually giving you the whole overall, that the power of God had called the angel to do a work. And it consists of going down to the bottomless pit. Now, we know what's down in the bottomless pit. Why is it the Father keep going down there to pull up stuff? Because in Proverbs 16 and verse 4, I created wicked and evil and wicked for the days of evil. Stand down. Stop clowning. He still rule. Okay? He still rule. So right here, I'm sitting here watching him charge the plague not to interfere with those who have the seal of Yah in their forehead. So it's showing you that those that have the seal is going to be here. They're going to see these things. They're going to see these things come into play. But can you see it and not see it? See, why is it the sealed ones sealed? So it won't harm them or affect them. But if you sealed, you still should be able to see it for what it is. So now Sister Deborah realized how narrow the gate really is. I already know based on my teaching that the gate is narrow. But the endurance spirit that comes with knowing, it is a pain in itself. It is long suffering to know that you know this and only you know it. So he says to me, it's okay for you to pull out at any time. Because just thinking of that, the days of Noah and the days of Lot, did it affect the people that they knew? No. The Father say, I will pull out of Egypt. Out of I will pull out of Genesis 6, Lot and animals before I pull out these people here. Not Lot, Noah. Look at what he did. The end. He took a man, his wife, and his kids, and their wives, and animals out, and let all the flesh of men and women and children and babies and newborns weren't even worthy to be saved. Ants on the ground weren't worthy to be saved. Not in Yah. So he's just showing me, do not take your time and feel that it's important that you keep pouring out spirit and truth and the light on those who cannot see, in hoping that one might see. If he see, he's going to see with you or without you. Noah came out with many of animals. Y'all saw fit that animals came out before he allowed humans. What about babies? What about newborns, pregnant women? Why didn't they come out the day of Noah? Y'all don't get it, do you? You ain't dealing with the norm of what you think the Most High is. See, man is not going to teach you what I'm telling you. They ain't going to bring you that close to the door that's cracked. Because they don't know nothing about what I'm talking about. They would hear what Sister Deborah said and go back and try to mimic it, but they would never come close to the door as I'm speaking it now. So I'm pulling up in Solomon Gomorrah. I'm like you said, your son, Yeshua HaMashiach, as the world called Jesus, he pulls up and he talk about the days of Noah and he talk about the days of Lot. It's going to be like those days. Hold up, son of man, born of a woman. Hold up, I got something to say. I'm a prophetess in the wilderness, sent here by the Most High God, and I got a question. When you stepped in the realm of saying it's going to be like the days of Noah people know not of. That's how dark it is out here. With no light to see what he's actually saying. He's saying, Deborah, go back. Let's go back to the days of Lot. You want to know something? Pull up in Lot. Okay, I'm there. Show me. Okay, you got Lot there. You got his daughters. You got his wife. They brought them out of the city. What happened to the babies, the pregnant women, the daughters who were not caught up in the ways of what the men and boys were doing? What happened to them? Father didn't see fit that nothing come out of the city of Lot. Solomon Gomorrah and all the surrounding cities. Deborah, hear heaven, for heaven is speaking. Don't think that your words are going to bring people out of darkness. Don't think your words are going to save anybody that walks in the darkness. Nor will it support those who say that they in the light, for their actions speak louder than what they think they are and say that they are. Because if you really think about that, I'm like saying, so that's why Jesus came, as the world called Yeshua. I call Yeshua. That's why he came saying the same thing that happened in the end. He said, yes, because it's going to be like those same ways. So see, when you thinking that, okay, you're going to get on here and you're going to reveal everything I've given you and I'm teaching you, wait a minute. Back in them days, it will be you I will pull out, not them. That reveals to me that the narrow is much powerful as it is. It is really narrow. And very few shall find. And that's another thing you would never hear in nobody church. When he said very few, the pastors, the bishops, the apostles, the prophets, the prophetess, running these churches and running the mass on these platforms, they'll never tell you that. They won't teach the narrow gate because it is the way. It is the only way. But yet they won't teach it. But it's the only way. But yet they won't teach it. But it's the only way. But Deborah, I said that way is narrow. And few shall find it. Very few. I already set the pace, baby. It's already set. That's why Yeshua pulled up during his time and prophesied it over again so that you would catch it and see. And this is what was taking place as I was teaching on Facebook earlier. This message. I couldn't go as deep as I'm going now, but I went there because I only used in between 15 to 30 minutes on Facebook. But as I was thinking, I was like, when I got off of, I was like, and then I said, but Father, when I was teaching on Facebook, you said at any time I could pull out. What was that all about? Exactly what it says. You've given the purest word that any man or woman or boy or girl can receive. And you still going. No matter how pure the word is, how full of light it is, Deborah. No matter how holy, no matter how much spirit and truth is in there, people going to walk where they already assigned. Even if they got to fake it all the way up until the door is closed. He said they're going to do that. And then he took me back to the day of Noah, back to the day of Solomon and Gomorrah, Lot. How many come out, Deborah? How many? Do you really believe in this day and time so many is going to come out? They're not going to come out of the darkness. This is why. This is why. So I say to the Father, okay, but must I continue in the race with revealing spirit and truth? What he's saying is you don't have to. You don't have to. And I like that because no matter where I go, people, strange people walk up to Sister Deborah, y'all, for real. People who don't even know me try to talk to me. You see? So what I'm saying to you, I forever, as long as I remain in the race, I'm going to always be ministering something to somebody. And that's what he's saying. You just like you did the event where he took me to the wilderness after the event I had. He said, look where your heart was. And out of where your heart was, the 100 and something people, heart was over there. And your heart is over here. Giving your all. And your heart is over here. Their heart is over here. Like these platforms, like this devil platform. Your heart and intent is over here. People's heart and their intent is over here. So he's just schooling me in the wilderness again. To know it's not the words I'm saying. It's not the light that I'm revealing and shining in me and with me. It's not the spirit and truth. It's not the ruach that's deep in me and I'm full of the Holy Spirit. He said I don't have anything to do with it. They're not in there. It's a form today. It's no different than the days of Noah, nor the days of Solomon and Gomorrah. They won't. And the Father is not going to let them in. So as I was reading Revelation chapter 7, it's a blessing to know that he has sealed his on the outside. So that the plagues can't harm the ones that he has sealed. I love that. Same thing when you run into Revelation chapter 9 and you see where he tells Revelation chapter 9 verse 4, and it was commanded. You see that instructions and directions to who? The plague. He's command. Ooh, Father, yeah. Ooh, you know you going too deep on me. He's commanding the plague. What is he commanding the plague? He's giving the plague a commandment and instructions. So it's directions and instructions. He's given the plague. This is a plague of the Most High God. And he's telling it what not to do. Now watch what he said. In Revelation chapter 9, verse 4, and it was commanded them that they should not hurt the grass, the earth, neither the green things, neither the trees, but only those men who have not the seal of Yah in their forehead. They are not to hurt Yah's, the seal. He's charging the plague. So I'm like saying, this is what he's telling me. He's going up and down the earth, allowing all kind of things to come. But you can't see it. You can't see it. Because if you couldn't see Revelation 7, we're all, okay, let me show you an example. We had, I think they said 10 countries. Y'all hear what happened in Atlanta? Y'all see that flood in Atlanta? And they say they have lost lives. I don't care how close it come to your door. You're not going to embrace truth, y'all. Because truth is not going to embrace you at your door. It's not coming to embrace you at your door. It is who you already are if you are the servant of a living God. All the role playing and faking it and acting, he don't have no. It's just, why would a person take so much energy on the earth to pretend when their actions show that they're nowhere near it? But yet they pretend. Those are the psychos. Those are those who belong in a mental ward. Because there's no way I'm going to be on here, on this devil platform or on any platform, faking it, pretending, and acting with no actions to speak louder. Look at my actions. Look at what I'm doing. Look at what I'm saying. Never do I give the praise and the honor and the glory to me. I give the light to the Father. I give spirit and truth to the Father. I give honor to you all today. Look how I'm telling you what Revelation 9 is saying. These are not my words. These are what is sitting here in your eyes as well. It ain't even hidden no more, said the Father. That's what he was telling me while I was on Facebook. It ain't even hidden no more, Deborah. Everything is plainly seen. They don't need you to explain it to them. They need you to make themselves feel like they somebody in me. It ain't gonna work. Go back to the days of Noah. Go back to the days of Lot. Did any other people come out of what they were in? No. Did the women and children and babies and pregnant women come out of the city of Lot and all the surrounding cities because of what their men and children was doing, men and sons was doing? No, they did not. Well, that's what I'm talking about, Deborah. When I roll up deep. When you go back to the days of Noah, what did he say? Who poured up? He said, I poured animals to be safe, saved. Then I poured human. I never thought of it like that, you guys. I never gave that even a thought that the Father chose all those animals to save over human, over little boys and little girls, newborn baby. Y'all said, no, I'm closing it down. He saved animals. This is what he's trying to get this prophet to understand. You've been on this devil platform 5 years. 5 years. Speaking spirit and truth. That's how powerful who Yah is that man refused. Now watch this. As he was telling me here in Revelation chapter 7, he's showing me where the earth is going to be hurt, the green and the trees. Did not y'all just, what part is it y'all don't understand? 20,000 in one country just died. 20,000. Do y'all not? People don't even feel that thing. Because they don't see it in the light. They see it in the darkness to where they don't feel it. They don't know really, they hear it, so what? I don't care. That's why they're not talking about it. They got all these platforms. Look at all these thousands of people on these platforms. Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Patriots, Instagram, all of them. But nobody's speaking light and nobody's saying anything. Nobody's saying anything. Then I'm like saying, okay, they said 20 is dead. Now they said the 20 is what they counted. But they said many more died. But those are the one they already counted. And then you pull up, Deborah, in Revelation chapter 7. Did you see my 4 angels I had on the corner, on 4 corners, Deborah? Did you not see my 4 angels I had on 4 corners? What was they doing, Deborah? They was holding the wind. Why? Why were they holding the wind? They was holding the wind of the whole earth. They weren't holding the wind over in Russia, over here. They was holding the wind on all 4 corners. Why? Because they took it all to bring forth the power to destroy. That's why they was holding it. They was holding it back so it can come back when it comes out, it bring great power. Why? It's to bring death. It's to bring death. You see? That's why they holding it on all 4 corners. 4 corners represent the whole world. The angels holding the wind. To do what? The Father told us. To hurt the sea, the trees, what is the sea, the earth, the sea, the earth, the trees. They are to hurt it. And if they're going to come to hurt the trees, they're going to come to hurt the earth, and they're going to come to hurt the sea, when somebody going to lose their lives. See, we don't respect none of that. He pulling up in chapter 7, warning us, well, here come a plague, y'all. Finna come down on y'all. The plague then came and gone, and y'all still living like it ain't nothing happened. Nobody is preaching this thing and teaching this thing, revealing this thing and showing this thing. No one gives a rat's behind back in the late days of Noah. It's getting worse and worse, but yet I see what he's saying. It's getting so worse to where the body, the flesh of men and women are so numb to it. Whatever. Like the days of Noah. Like the days of Solomon and Gomorrah. They numb to what is right. They feeling what is wrong. They ain't gripping what is right. They gripping what is wrong and loving on it. So I'm like saying, wait a minute now. You mean, and this country that the 20,000 and more died, that's over in Africa. Hold up. Y'all want to make Africa all this? Hold on now, y'all. Hold up. What's going on? Nobody can't talk, can they? The foot is in your mouth now, ain't it? See, no one is really paying attention to it because they so caught up in so much darkness. Darkness is overshadowing them. That's why Sister Deborah be trying to pinpoint, why ain't nobody speaking spirit and truth? Why ain't nobody revealing the light? The Father said, because it ain't going to be no light, Deborah. It ain't going to be no spirit and truth. So if you thinking in your heart that it's about bringing forth spirit and truth in the light, they didn't see my light when it was in the midst of them, and I was in the midst of them. I know you got spirit and truth. I know you got the light, but have you seen your works match your teaching and what you pouring out in their spirit? Do you see it's not matching their works? You don't see nothing you doing and nothing you preaching, nothing you teaching, no righteous, no light, no spirit and truth. What do you see them doing? Those that you're speaking to, what do you see them doing? Praise the Most High Yah. That's why I had to come back. I said, well, okay, I'm going to do a video, Father, because I just talked to Facebook and I'm like saying, wait a minute, you going deep on me. He said, I am going to do. I'm going to ride deep on you because you in my lane. You know the way. But I want you to see where we are at with this time. 5 years you give spirit and truth, you get no support. It's not that you look for support because you ain't looked for nothing in the 5 years. I tell you to run the race. It don't mean you have to sit on these devil platforms and feed all this spirit and truth and this light to a bunch of people sitting in darkness. Because their action shows darkness. Their actions don't show spirit and truth. The action don't show that we're the same. We're in the same body of homoousios and we're all, because why? He said, when one hurt, all of us hurt. He said, you don't feel that thing, do you? I said, yeah, you got a point there, Father, y'all. You got a real good point. He's beating my tail big time today. And I'm loving it. Every lick from his right hand. I'm loving it. Because it brings me more and more to the light. So I can see that the gate is as narrow as he said it is. Because I can see it. So as I was just teaching on Facebook about Revelation, these angels, no. Hey, you from the east, go tell them on the four corners, don't you move. What is he doing? He's tainting the plague, y'all. The plague. He's telling them, okay, I gave you the power to do this, but you hold up. You put mines, you seal mines with this in their forehead. Then he pull over in Revelation chapter 9 and tell the other plague, don't you show up and show out on mines that's branded in the head. Anybody else, go for it. He's tainting the plagues. He's tainting it. I ain't never in my whole life, 63 years, I ain't never heard it that deep. He told Moses and Aaron to go to Pharaoh and let my people go. And if he didn't let them go, the Father brought a plague upon Pharaoh and them. You see? He brought it upon them. What the Father doing today? He's not only bringing the plagues, he's charging the plagues and controlling the plagues at the same time. Anytime he can charge 4 angels, hear me now, 4 angels you put on the corners of the earth. 4 angels fought, you gave the power of the wind. 4 angels, you the order to destroy the sea, the trees, and earth. You did that. Then you back it up with another angel to come to tell the 4 angels, hold up, hold it, freeze it, seal minds. Don't tell me the one I know. You don't know who I know. Anytime that a creator can do that, if you don't think he got all power, you sick. You're bound to the lake of hell. He pulled up in Revelation. He bring 1 angel from the level of heaven to hit the stars, to fall to the stars with the key to the bottomless pit. Hold on, Father God. Who's doing that? You know who's doing that, Deborah. The angels give the keys, open the keys to the bottomless pit. We know what's down yonder. He opened it and they pull out, ready to do what? To bring the plague of the Most High Yah. They already charged, y'all. They're coming from hell and from the bottomless pit to do the work and the will of my Father in heaven. And we on this earth thinking we're ruling something. We're gone. We're long gone. I used to teach y'all about what Deuteronomy 28. And what did I say? They gone. They gone. It's gone. When I was teaching Revelation 7 to Facebook, he detached Deuteronomy 28. And he said, tell them Deuteronomy 28 bounce on Ezekiel, Jeremiah, and Isaiah. And it's pulling on up in Revelation. I'm like, oh my. Solomon said it wasn't nothing new. It ain't nothing new. It's been ever present and warning the people. Just as the warning of Noah telling the people it's going to rain and things going to be destroyed. Ask Lot. Telling Lot and his family, y'all got to pull out. He's getting ready to destroy. Nobody. He destroyed not only Solomon, and other surrounding cities. Just imagine the babies that was there. The little girls, the pregnant women. Did y'all save them? Did they come out? Y'all don't know who this creator is. I'm learning today a way that I've never known is that he's tainting and controlling the plans to make sure it go according to the words out of his mouth. And he tells the plagues that's in Revelation chapter 9. And he charged it not to go upon those that are sealed. Then he's telling me right now, go back to Deborah to Revelation chapter 6. You see in Revelation chapter 6, and I saw when the Lamb opened one of the seals, and I heard as it was noise of thunder, one of the 4 beasts saying, come hither, come see, telling John, come see, John. And he saw, and behold, a white horse, and he sat on him, had a bow, and a crown was given to him. And he went forth to conquer and to conquer. Who's pulling up with that plague? The mighty right hand of the Father. Telling us the order of his plagues. Only one knew the order is the Father when he sent Aaron and Moses in there to tell Pharaoh to let the people go. When Pharaoh didn't, didn't let the people go, what happened? He sent the plague straight on to Pharaoh and his people. He didn't waste no time. Here, He done broke that thing. I don't even think I see what he said. It's nothing you can break down in these books no more. Everything is plainly seen. And he just showing me here in Revelation 6 how all these horses was released on this earth. And they went right past it. They didn't teach it, they didn't preach it, they didn't expound on it, and they didn't cover the plague. So what? Did they see the plague? Nope, they didn't. He said, come on, pull over in Revelation 7. Did they see that, Deborah? Nope, they sure didn't. How do you know, Deborah? Because I'm living. I'm not a dead prophetess. I'm living. I'm seeing, I'm hearing, I'm beholding the world who's bypassing all these things that's happening. Just like the days of Noah, just like the days of Lot. No matter how powerful the brimstones fell onto the Sodom and Gomorrah into fire, it wasn't going to change the way that people saw things. The days of Noah, it wasn't going to make them run into the ark. We don't care. That's the mindset today. And this is why these plagues are being called out in the order and in the way it is going. And the only thing that's kind of deep for me, it's no procrastination. They're coming right behind each other. So yes, we ain't got nothing but wicked and evil to see in these days. That's it. That's it. Whether you are sealed or not, it's showing you. It's even telling the plagues, don't hurt them. Don't come up on the people that's sealed now. But you're going to see it. This is why I said you're going to be gone. Remember in Deuteronomy 28, destroyed mentally, because you're going to see all this stuff. You see? But you're going to get a way out because he's going to bring you out. But from 7, when I saw Revelation 6, and I was hooping and hollering a year and a half ago regarding Revelation 6, we pulled up already in 7, and 7 has gone. It's gone because all those lives that y'all see and all those things that took place, because you in the United States of America, you are America. You don't see nothing but the way that America thinks, feel, and do things. You don't see no wrong in America. That's why you're waiting to vote for Trump or for Biden. And both of them works for Satan. But yet you waiting. That's why you can do the things that you do and bypass anything righteous, anything that's teaching, preaching a righteous and the light and spirit and truth. It doesn't affect you because you are not affected by the mighty right hand of the Father, period. So as I'm sitting here, 1 minute, I just thought, I was wondering where all that heat was coming from. Oh my goodness. You guys, I boiled my water. And put it in the refrigerator. I don't drink faucet or bottled water. I boil water and put it aside. But no one's seeing exactly what's going on. And I guess that's why he said that he had given me the spirit of endurance, is because for Yeshua to come, he had to have that same gift of endurance because he was seeing right, walking right, talking right, but he was only in the midst of everything that was not right. So as I live on, I'm going to really embrace this endurance because when I see Christ, I'm not Christ, but I say Yeshua, I see him coming in and going out. He had to have had the endurance spirit that was detached to Hamashiach. But the endurance was for the flesh to be able to accept the things you cannot change, but yet stay on your mission in speaking spirit and truth. And he did an excellent job, you see. And just seeing that that's what you call endurance, being 100% right in preaching, teaching, and hating evil, walking amongst 100% wicked and evil, and said not a word, just completed your mission. That took some endurance. So that's why I look at him as perfect in all the ways that his examples. Yeshua's ways were so perfect to me. That's how I receive it anyway, because I sit back and I watch these things, and I sit here in the same sense. I watch him and how he conducted himself, and I'm looking at it saying, I like that, I like that. But woo, you had to went through something. But see, not knowing to be Christ-like is to have gone through what the journey of the Son of Man went through. And I'm sitting here saying, okay, now, Father, I see the endurance spirit you're speaking of. I see how powerful it is to have. You need it. Because if not, you're sitting here seeing all this stuff going on, and you pouring out spirit and truth and the light in the midst of all darkness. Because the action of what you're pouring out is only that. It has no weight. It has no nothing. It's just there. You know, so I can see what he's saying when he say at any time you can pull out. Because just as Noah, he had a second and to complete it, and what did he do? He pulled out, left them all. You see, he didn't pull out, but he was completed. His family, the door was closed. He wasn't worried about all those people. Lot, only one was caught up was his wife, because she wasn't supposed to come out no way. That's why. Lot and his daughters came out, but they brought the spirits out with them. See, that's why I'm telling y'all, it's going to always escape. That's why it got to be an end, you guys. It has to be an end. It has to be a newness. It has to be. Because it keeps slithering out. It's keep getting out. You see? So that's why he has to end it all and bring in and usher in a new Jerusalem. That's why he has to cleanse you and clean you up and give you a new heart, a new mind, and a new everything. Because he has to do that. Because too much is invested in us that does not represent him. So as I was in Revelation on Facebook, I found myself seeing the 12 tribes. And I'm going to tell you what he told me. I'm going to share this, what he said to me. As I saw the 12 tribes of the children of Israel, the 12, it says, all the 12 tribes of the children of Israel. But then when I looked at the tribe of Judah and I saw only 12,000 being sealed, baby, that's about 1%. 1% of the population on the earth, y'all. 12,000? That's about 1% of our nation. Maybe a little over. 12,000 is not too many of us. But we don't see it like that because we have been molded to teach and believe that all of us is getting out of here no matter what. But if you don't, this is what I told them on Facebook. If you don't know whom you are, then how are you going somewhere? How do you know where you're going, but don't know where you come from? This is what I was telling them. And it made me think. I said, wait a minute, that's deep. If it's calling out the 12 tribes, do the 12 tribes know that they are the house of Israel? If you don't know, then how are you going somewhere and don't know who you are? In a sense, you're going somewhere, but you can't say where you come from. It doesn't make any sense. So when we thinking that, okay, all the house of Israel, all the tribe of Judah, all that, wait a minute. How is it that you're going to be led somewhere and you don't even know who you are? How could that be? How could it be? How is it that the angels are going to know who they mark, but he that is marked is not going to know who he is? Come on now, y'all. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. How is it that the power of these angels are going to mark you with the seal? They going to know who you are and who to mark, but you ain't going to know who you are. So my desire is to just keep being under the Holy Spirit so he can teach me, because that's a question I would ask in the wilderness. How is the angels going to mark those that are yours? Then therefore they know who they are marking. But those that are being marked don't know who they are. That's deep. That's deep. It's like you know you're going somewhere, but you don't know where you're coming from. You know who you are, but not whom you are. Just come go. No. No. I don't think so. The same way here with the tribes, we know, I know, I don't care if you don't know, that it's not just going to be the tribe of Judah coming up out of the four corners. There are going to be strangers. It's going to come along. There's going to be strangers coming along. There's going to be strangers. But when you hear him says, seal in the foreheads of the servants, you got to drop the Hebrew Israelites. You got to drop the true Jews. You got to drop Jacob, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. You got to put up a servant, the servants of God. How are we going to serve God and not know we are servants? Go to Revelation chapter 3. He's telling them to not the plagues, not to hurt the earth, telling the angels, just bringing the plague, the tree, that you are not to hurt the earth, the sea, and the trees till you have sealed the servants of Yah in their forehead. Now, the angel's going to know that these are the servants of Yah. You mean the servants of Yah ain't going to know that they serving Yah? You see what I'm saying? So when we run around here and we're more hooked up on the house of Israel and the tribe of Judah, we first have to recognize spirit first. Spirit comes before the house of Israel and the tribe of Judah. Well, why would you? That dog, he's whining. Why would you escape being a servant of God? That spirit. Now he said in their forehead, and I heard the numbers of those that were sealed. Then you become the house of Israel and the tribe of the 12 tribes. 12,000 out of the 12 tribes. But first you have to be what? A servant of Yah. You see how Yah can fake it till you make it? It ain't going to be worthless. It's going to be worthless like the days of Noah. No matter what, or like the days of Lot, no matter what you're doing. The angels knew who was the servant. Do you not think that Yah don't know who you are? Your action on earth alone speaks for who you are. That's why Sister Darius Cuckoo Clock can't understand why it's Judah and our men cutting up. Why are they doing this and why are they doing that? Ain't they the people? Ain't they? No, Deborah, that don't make them it. That don't make them who they said they are. What makes them who they are? Bag that thing up. Back to Revelation chapter 3. And what does he say? Don't mess with nothing till you have sealed the servants of Yah. That spirit. That spirit. And they rest in the 12 tribes. But they are servants, meaning they call from heaven to serve and represent the Most High Yah. No, you can't go to the Hebrew Israelite, the 12 tribes first. You got to go for your holy calling, which was called from heaven. That's why I don't listen to somebody telling me you're not supposed to say you're a prophet. Use a fool to use a fool. Everyone that was called, they was called by their holy calling first and foremost. Then by their natural calling. But until you're able to answer your spiritual calling, bam, you wiped out. That's why the angels got an opportunity to know in which Yah sent to seal, and not the whole house of Israel and the tribe of Judah. No, the whole house of Israel. See, y'all got it bent. They have to be the servant first of Yah, spirit realm. Then Jacob's seed. That That is what you call born of the Spirit. That is what you call the light. That is the one that are the children of the Most High. They are the saints. They are the church. They are the ones that fall under the body of Hamashiach. You just missed it. You thought it was in your group because you black, because you Israel. No, baby. It's when you become a servant, and when you are a servant of the Most High Yah. It's what the angels were coming to see be sealed. See, they wasn't coming to seal the house of Israel. They weren't coming to seal the house of Israel. They was coming to seal the servants out of the house of Israel. So Sister Deborah, I got someone picking me up. I got to drop a load in which I have did some volunteer work, and I want to just drop it by. And I say unto you, I appreciate each and every last one of you all joining me, and I will be back. Shalom and shalom.